This man has a lot of baggage. He plays hopscotch for power and reckons he'll do it again after this election. But remember this.
But certainly, I'm here to actually fight for you guys. But certainly, I'm here to actually fight for you guys. But certainly, I'm here to actually fight for you guys.
That was his cast iron guarantee to the people of Port Wakefield during the debate on the marine parks. It was just 2 weeks, that's right, just 2 weeks after he gave that guarantee that his casting vote in favour of marine parks put paid to the people of Port Wakefield and the rest of the South Australian fishing community. But wait, he's not done with Port Wakefield. He must find it an easy football to kick, because now he wants to throw out a challenge to all political parties to come to him with plans about Port Wakefield's traffic congestion. This comes from a man who threw his lot in with Labor to give them power after the last state election. All it cost Labor was a $10 Hawaiian pizza. So let's have a little look at that deal. This information from the Remuneration Tribunal, the body that sets politicians' salary. If he had stayed as a backbencher, his total base salary would have been $187,000. That's not a bad little earner. But let's add on some more. Giving Mr. Brock the job of Minister for Regional Development gave him 75% more salary, or $140,250 extra a year. This took his salary to $327,250. Now, let's load up some more benefits, hey, just for the heck of it. There's also a common allowance for members of Parliament of $13,170, an electoral allowance of $26,760, and an accommodation and meals allowance for country members of $30,375. Add all of that up and the total comes to $397,555. Oops, I forgot to include the ministerial allowance he's entitled to. In any case, that's more than $200,000 over the base salary. Multiply that by 4 years and that's almost $1 million more than a backbencher's salary. So let's load all that justification up and claim the moral high ground. You've got a million reasons to do it. Geoff Brock's main claim to join Labor was securing a $600 million lifeline to the Pirie-based Nystar lead smelter. It was going to close if it didn't get that dough. That raises the question that locals and Geoff Brock don't like talking about, and that is the city's abysmal pollution record. According to the National Health and Medical Research Council, it has one of the nation's highest records for stillbirths. It has the nation's highest record for miscarriages. Its children under 5 years of age have one of the highest lead blood levels. Lead in blood affects early childhood development, lower IQ, and a myriad of other health problems. Pollution throughout the city is well documented and scientifically proven. According to Geoff Brock, though, I think it is unwarranted, quite frankly, he said. We have got that stigma of, I call it a polluted city, and we are not a polluted city. It is an inherited issue through the lead smelter over many, many years. Maybe he can tell me and the good mothers of Port Pirie why the tested lead levels in children increased to 5.4 micrograms to September last year. The Health and Medical Research Council recommends that if a person has a blood lead level greater than 5 micrograms, the source of lead exposure should be investigated and reduced, particularly if the person is a child or pregnant woman. So it's not a polluted city, Geoff. You're kidding me. Let's pose the question. What if Nystar closed? That would have been the end of the city. It's the only major employer in town. Who would have picked up the tab for the clean-up? I mean, Nystar could have spent a little on site rehabilitation, but what about the whole town? It's been polluted for 125 years. We taxpayers would have to foot that bill, no doubt. So let's not be too sanctimonious. I want to ask this question directly to you, Geoff. Why did you fight so hard to keep Nystar open, knowing children under the age of 5 are still having these major health issues? Nothing has really changed. The former owners, Broken Hill Associated Smelters, built a higher chimney, but that just spread the pollution even further. The best thing for you to do, Geoff, is to double your money and seek a $20 meat lovers with extra sides in your next round of talks.